guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. To all of my new subscribers, hi, my name is Blessing. So this video is going to be a girl talk. Yes, y'all, they are back and I'm excited to be doing them again. And yeah, so I recently got an email and I really wanted to read it to you guys because I think it's really interesting. I can't believe there are people who still think this way, but let's read it, let's talk about it, let's discuss it, and let's get into it. Here we go. Hi Blessing, my name is Jessica. We're gonna name her Jessica. Hi Blessing, my name is Jessica. I love your channel, I love your advice videos, and congrats on your beautiful daughter Aria. Thank you so much. So I have a dilemma. I love how you guys start with I have a dilemma. I've been in a relationship for the last 4 years. I met my boyfriend in college. He was in a relationship at the time with the baby on. He was in a relationship at a time with his girlfriend of 5 years, and they had a baby on the way. However, he told me that the relationship was ending, that things weren't really going the way that they should be going. They were constantly arguing, that he was willing to break up with her to be with me. No, brother. Fast forward to a few months later, after we graduated from college, his girlfriend ended up giving birth to their son. Him and I ended up moving in together after 2 months of dating. And him and I ended up moving together after 2 months of dating, and everything seemed fine and okay. However, his ex-girlfriend would keep the baby away from him, would use the baby as a clutch for him to come and see her, only to come and find out that there were times where he wouldn't sleep at home. He would go missing weeks and weeks at a time, which then led us to start having more and more frequent arguments. I didn't understand how he could just abandon me and go be with his ex-girlfriend, who he told me he no longer had feelings for. He told me the only reason he was going over there was because they have a son together and he wanted to be in his son's life. 4 years later now, we are no longer together, and he is now back with his ex-girlfriend and they're planning on getting married. I feel like he just abandoned me and forgot everything that we had built together. I feel so used I don't know what I did wrong. He's the love of my life. I really want him back. What can I do? Girl. Okay. Here's my thing. You met this guy in college. He was already in a relationship. Just because he told you that his relationship was ending or he wasn't happy or whatever doesn't necessarily make that true. Because if that was really the case, he wouldn't have gone back to his baby mama, basically. Saying that goes, God don't bless no mess. This man already had a family that he had created. So what more do you expect for him to do? Like, there's one thing I'm gonna tell you. Like, it doesn't matter what two people are going through in a relationship, but when the woman is pregnant, okay, and a guy sees the birth of his child, like the feeling you get when you see the birth of your child, you forget all of the arguments that you guys have had, all of that stuff. No, a baby doesn't fix anything, but at the same time, a baby is what connects the two of them together. So even if the two of you are in a relationship, he's always going to have something to do with her because that's the mother of his child, you know. In a way, his child is always going to come first. His child is always going to come before you because that's his child, right? So her being the mother of his child, she's also going to have something to do with it. But my thing is, where I feel like you messed up at is believing him when he said that like they were arguing or he had nothing else, like he wasn't gonna go back to her. Like, you shouldn't have believed that. Like, you should have just kind of waited it out for them to actually break up. But it seems to me like you started dating him while he was still in a relationship with her. So it seemed like he played the both of y'all, but mainly you got played because he's now back with the ex, which sucks, which really sucks for you. Honestly, my advice is to just let it go, because you can't feel that space that his child's mother is feeling for him. Like, whatever relationship they had, he obviously still has feelings for her. She obviously still means a great deal to her. And honestly, I would just let it go at this point, because you deserve to find somebody who's going to love you, treat you, and put you as a priority and put you first, and not, you know, go hop back and forth between you and somebody else. Like, that's not fair to you, and you shouldn't have to deal with that. So my advice to you, honestly, is to just let that one go, because I don't think he's not meant for you. If he was meant for you, he wouldn't be back with the mother of his child. But at the same time, you have to understand that's the mother of his child, and she, you know, like, she plays a big role in his life. So asked you guys to send me Snapchat questions on Snapchat, so I'm gonna answer some of them too. Hi Blessing, glad you're doing the Girl Talks videos. I've missed all your videos. Thank you. I recently went on a date with a guy. He asked me out to Nando's. We had a great time. When the bill came, his card got declined, and he asked me to pay for the bill. Should I ask him for my money back? Why do guys do it? Okay, this is just pure wickedness, okay? Because in my opinion, I feel like he wanted you to pay right off the bat, because any guy who comes out with the intentions of taking a girl out on a date, they prepare themselves. You know, there's no guy that's going to waste his last $30 on a girl just to take her on a date when he knows that he's got to starve for like the next 3 weeks. They're not going to do that. Guys want to take you out when they actually have money and they can actually, you know, show off and do things for you. So the fact that he took you out to dinner, and then you managed to order, and then you managed to eat, and then you drank, and then the bill came, and your card is declined, my girl, okay? He wanted you to pay from the jump, okay? Like, that was just a cover-up. The card being declined, you were meant to pay for this date. You were meant, that's like, it makes no sense, and it's pure wickedness. The fact that you open your dirty, stinky mouth, order, and then eat chicken and fries, and then the bill comes, you can't pay for it. What kind of man are you? I'm sorry, but at this point, you shouldn't ask for your money back, because you won't get it. He'll probably... It's a lost cause. Like, you lost on that one. But at least for next time, you know, next time when you want to go on a date, ask, are you paying? Make sure it's clear, because you can easily forget your wallet at home. Like, that's rubbish. That's just... Hi Blessing, I love your videos, and I love just how positive and encouraging you are. Thank you so much. I'm also wanting to start a YouTube channel. However, every time I ask my girlfriends to share my videos or watch my videos, they never seem interested in doing it or wanting to help me out. I want to know how you deal with fake friends, and why is it that girls always never want to help each other or empower each other. They're supposed to be my best friends, but it's almost like they see as a competition. I found out 2 days ago that my other friend is now also wanting to start her YouTube channel, only because I started mine, and rather than supporting me, she's now wanting to compete with me. So how can I deal with this, and why is it that black girls do not support one another? That's a really like interesting question. I've never really like sat down and thought about it. I mean, you see it sometimes like on social media, and like especially YouTube, you see it a lot where like you know, like everybody's starting out together, and then I think when everybody's first starting out on YouTube, like, we're liking each other's stuff and like posting, you know, and commenting on each other's stuff. But as one person starts progressing more, then that kind of starts to slow down. But I've never really stopped to think, you know, that black girls in particular don't really support each other. But now that you mentioned it, I actually do see that. I think that us as girls, we are our biggest enemies, and I don't really know why, because we're all women, and it's okay. Like, there's enough success for everybody in this world. Like, we can all win together. But at the same time, I don't really know why everything has to be a competition. I think what you have to remember now is that your journey is not going to be the same as your friend's journey, and your destiny is not the same as your friend's destiny. If she's starting her own YouTube channel, if I were you, I would just be like, okay, cool, congrats, like, do you, but you didn't support me on mine, so don't expect me to support you on yours. And I would just focus on you and focus on your brand and just focus on yourself, because those aren't really your true friends. Like, a true friend will support you, will support your dreams, will support your ambition, and just want to motivate you and not try to, you know, compete with you or tear you down or any of that. So in a way, it's kind of good that you're seeing it now, that you're just starting out, so that when you do make it tomorrow, you know, and they're, you know, inboxing you like, hey girl, remember me? You can just be like, yeah, I remember you. You need to support me. But I really don't know why us as black girls, we don't lift each other up more often. I know I've been around situations where like some girls would be like, oh, she's pretty, I don't like her. I always find that such a bizarre statement. I'm like, okay, so if she was ugly, you would like her? Like, why does that matter? But I think it just has to do with each person individually, their insecurities, their self-esteem. But I wouldn't let it bother you. Congrats on starting your channel. Just focus on your brand, just be yourself, and just work hard at it, because when you work hard at anything, you're gonna succeed in life. And I'll support your channel. Just link your channel below and we'll all go watch it and, you know, support you. And I hope you find better friends, because those ain't your true friends, girl. They're not true friends. Blessing, my name is Stacy. I'm running out of names. My name is Stacy. I'm in a relationship with a guy for the last 4.5 years. I came to find out that he cheated on me 13 times. He cheated on me 13 times. However, he's the love of my life. He's the only person I've really been in a relationship with. I lost my virginity to him. I don't want to be with anybody else. I want to know how I can move forward, with our relationship and get the loving that we once had. What loving? He cheated on you 13 times. What loving? You guys don't have no loving. There's no loving there. If he loved you, he wouldn't have cheated on you 13 times, Abby. Listen. And take this from me. Take this from me, honestly, because I have a very high tolerance for BS. I really do. Like, and that's one thing my girlfriends always tell me. It's like, bless you have a very high tolerance for nonsense. Like, I don't know. Like, if I were you, I wouldn't be able to do this. I think it's very easy to, you know, to sit back and be like, oh, if somebody cheated on me, I wouldn't take them back. Like, it's super easy to say that. And I'll be the first to tell you that I've been cheated on and I've taken the person back. But when it becomes a pattern, that's when you have to stop and ask yourself, like, okay, am I not worth anything to you that you feel the need to cheat on me 13 times? A leopard does not change his stripe, okay? This guy has shown, like, he doesn't care. If he cared about you, he wouldn't be messing around 13 times. Like, you have to watch for the behavior. I don't mind the fact that you forgave him the first time. But girl, 13 times, it's a lot. Like, now you have to ask yourself, where is my self-esteem? Where is my love? Where's the love that I have for myself? I'm supposed to love myself more than I love you right now. So why am I taking you back after you have cheated on me 13 times? And okay, please be careful. There's STDs going around. Oh, like, you know, you never know what another girl has or what the next person has. So you have to be careful. Like, somebody messing around on you like that so much, like, I would just let it go. And just, it's hard. 4 years is a long time, but he's messed around on you 13 different times. Like, at what point do you say, okay, enough is enough? I need to take care of myself. I need to think about me. I need to find somebody who's not even going to think of remotely, you know, messing around on me or cheating on me or flirting with another girl. Like, you have to think about yourself. You have to think about your self-esteem. You have to think about you, because you're what matters, not him, not his dick. You can get another dick somewhere else. Like, it's not worth it. Like, just let that go. Let it go. Let it go. You'll be alright. You'll be alright. Just, it's not worth it. And I'm gonna do one more and then I'll save the rest for like a different day. Hi, Blessing. My name is okay, we're not doing names because I can't think of any more names. I've been in a relationship now for the past 2.5 years with a Nigerian guy. I am white. Few months ago, he took me to meet his parents. I came to find out that his parents really did not like me. From the minute I walked into the house, they were looking at me up and down, giving me dirty looks. They would speak in different language they would speak in a different language around me. His mom told me that she already had someone in mind for her son to marry, that I might as well walk away from the 2-year relationship that we already had. It really broke my heart and devastated me. I want some advice on how I can convince his parents that I'm the right fit for their son, and how I can get them to like me, because I do not want to lose my boyfriend. He means the world to me. I've tried talking to my boyfriend about it, but he just tells me that his parents also are important to him, and he does not want to be in a relationship that his parents won't bless. So therefore, he doesn't know what to do. He's stuck in between the two of us. What can I do to convince them that I am the right person? Aww. This is hard because as a fellow Nigerian myself, a lot of families are very like old school in their thinking and, you know, in the whole like cultural thing. I am so thankful that my parents are not that way. My parents are more like extremely liberal, extremely modern, but unfortunately there are Nigerian families who are very like into culture. They're even like, as big as Nigeria is, obviously there are different cultures in Nigeria. Like, I'm Igbo, and there are certain Igbo people that will say, you know, my son has to marry an Igbo girl, and there's certain people from Benin that will say, oh, my son has to marry a Benin girl. So even within the different cultures, you still have that mentality, and I can only imagine with you being a white girl now going into a Nigerian family, how difficult and intimidating that must be. But honestly, I don't feel like it's not your place. I have a video on this. Like, it's not your place to try to impress anybody's mom. The fact that she's already said all these things to you, her mentality is not going to change now. Like, she's got that old school mentality, and it's not going to change now in 2017. So unfortunately, I don't really see that relationship working, especially with Africans and Nigerians. You know, like, if an African mom doesn't like you, then your relationship is pretty much doomed, because she will make your life a living hell. African moms, Nigerian moms, I'm not sure what tribe he's from, but Nigerian moms can be very overbearing. If they decide that they do not like the girl that their son is dating, they will make your life a living hell. Trust me, I know. So I think that you should just let that relationship go, unfortunately. Or if you don't want to let it go, I think your boyfriend has to be assertive enough to stand up to his parents and say, you know what, this is my life. I'm the one who's dating this girl. She's an amazing girl. This is who I see myself spending the rest of my life with. If you guys love me, then you have to love the person that I'm loving. Then you have to love the person that I have chosen to fall in love with. So in a way, your boyfriend is the only person that can really change this and can really talk to his parents, because those are his parents. You know, he has to be mature enough and he has to be grown enough to stand up for you and to stand up for you guys' relationship, if it means anything to him at all. But it's not your place to try to impress them or to try to convince them to love you. You shouldn't have to do that with anybody, quite frankly. And yeah, it's a really difficult situation, but I would honestly just talk to your boyfriend and say, you know what, I love you, I care about you, and I want to learn your culture. I want to get to know your family, and I want your family to get to know me and accept me for who I am. I can't change the fact that I'm white. I can't change the fact that I'm not Nigerian. I'm who you have fallen in love with, but I just need you to stand up for me and stand up for our relationship, and just talk to your parents and get them to open their hearts and get to know me, and they just might love me and everything that I have to offer. That's honestly what I would just tell him, and that's how I would go about it. If it doesn't work, then yeah, you might want to just not deal with that, because it's unnecessary drama and unnecessary stress that you probably don't even need right now. And it's a 2-year relationship, but just talk to him and see what he does and what he thinks about it. If it doesn't work out, then yeah, I would honestly just move on, because one thing you don't want is Nigerian wahala. Like, that wahala is too much. Wahala means trouble, so you don't want a Nigerian mother's wahala. Okay, you don't want it. You just don't want it. But anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you on my next video. Bye. If you guys have any comments, any suggestions for these people, feel free to leave it below as always. And yeah, bye. God bless.